about me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. What a wonderful world. What a wonderful world. Colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people.
Hey guys, alright, so I super apologize for the crappy setup. I don't normally like to record in the bedroom anymore. There's no cute backdrop. You can see all the stuff on my husband's side of the bed. But this is the only room that's pretty much, maybe not minimal cat and dog hair from the pets, but they can't bother me in here. I'm gonna get this started because at first I thought it was gonna be super short, but it may end up being a little bit longer than anticipated. In the beginning, you saw me change my reborn out of this dress. This is her Christmas dress. I actually had this bookmarked on a JCPenney or Sears website when I was pregnant with her. And by the time I decided I wanted to still get this, when I knew I was going to get the reborn, the next year, they didn't have one anymore. Luckily, I was able to find this on eBay, I believe, some sort of secondary selling website, because I had my heart set on it and it's the one I wanted. I have pictures of her with Santa. I think it's 2010. The first year, her first, not the dolls, but the first year that Elora's Christmas would have been in 2008. I never thought about the Santa thing until I was going into the BX the first week of December and remembered that I had my bear that the hospital gave us, which is actually up here. She's a little dusty and has been sitting on my dresser since we moved, but the first probably year or so it stayed on our bed. It stayed on the bed when we slept. I have a picture of Jason somewhere, and he's probably glad I've lost it. I came in one night to go to bed or wake him up, I'm not sure which, and he had rolled over and was snuggling with it. But anyway, it has a little bit of her ashes in here, along with a recorded Build-A-Bear recorder that has her heartbeat. The only time I ever did, I recorded her heartbeat at the doctor's office, and it's in here as well. Anyway, point being, I decided that I still wanted the obligatory Santa photo. So I went back to the house, which was only a couple miles away, grabbed the bear, and then very timidly and kind of embarrassed, asked the mall Santa, which wasn't even a good mall Santa, it was an airman dressed up in a very crappy Santa suit, if I could have him hold her for a picture. At this point, I wasn't very strong in asking for these things, or not worried about whether or not people think I was weird. But anyway, but he said yes, and he was very sweet about it. I will put the picture here. So anyway, if you want to, I don't know if the speaker's going to pick it up, but let me see if it will. And that's what I was going to have done. I was going to have a sound wave tattoo done. I don't know if I talked about it in previous vlogs. I think I did, because I think I was actually going to vlog it next Wednesday, on the 14th, which is the day I went into labor. But I've since then found out that the only guy that is the specialized tattoo artist to do it in Branson, wants $300. So not doing that. I might have it done at some point. I've learned since then that basically the Soundwave app, the tattoo is basically a glorified QR code or face recognition software. It just recognizes the shape of that tattoo and then connects to a uploaded file, a file that you upload of the sound, which is still cool, don't get me wrong, but I'm not paying $300 for a 3-inch tattoo. Anyway, without further ado, to finish on the Christmas dress story. So I got the reborn probably within the first year or so, but I didn't even think about taking her to see Santa the second year, I don't believe. Jason was gone. He got deployed October. No, that was 2008. Scratch that. Anyway, I think it just didn't hit me. I didn't think about it. A lot of that first year and beyond is still a bit of a blur. I can't really remember specifics. So I believe the second set of photos I did with Santa was in 2010, as I said before. And they are adorable too. They're probably my favorite Christmas photos. Again, a lot of these photos are the only photos I'll ever have. The photos in the hospital are photos she'll ever get. So, I don't know. I had to have them. And I will insert them here. All right, so this is what she looks like. I wish the lighting were better. Her hair's a little frazzled. I tried to fix it earlier. It's all over the place. This is a onesie that I bought since and that might make me a little bit crazy. I don't know. I don't care, to be honest. But on the off, but we used to have her nursery. Her nursery stayed up in the other house for 5 years until we moved. So her bassinet was still in there and was right against the wall as you opened the door. And this is where I kept the doll. It kept her out of harm's way and from not getting dirty. And it was just her spot. And in the beginning, I changed her clothes probably the first couple years, maybe 4 or 5 times. From the Christmas dress to something for cozy for winter, and then maybe something fun for spring, a little summer outfit in the summertime, and then something cute for either fall or Halloween. So yeah, I haven't done that since we moved here. In fact, that's why she was still in the Christmas dress in the beginning, because I think she had been in it the whole last year. We moved here in April of 2014, so she was in it from December 13 till now, at the very least. It may have been 2012. Jason got out of the military in February of that year, and I don't know, I think it was busy working and all that stuff. So yeah, this is the first time I've changed her into something different. I was looking for her birthday dress I got when she turned 1 year, but I think it's either, I left it hanging in the closet the first year, but since then I think I've put it on her Build-A-Bear I got when she turned 1 for her birthday. But I like this pink striped outfit. I thought it was cute. The woman that did this doll for me, she doesn't have like a big page or a store or anything. She may have had a small store at one time, and I ran across her kind of by accident. I had seen a video or pictures on eBay, perhaps, for this one other doll for sale, and they were talking about the hair painting. So not only is her hair rooted, but there's some painting that was done along the hairline. I don't know if that's gonna pick that up, to make it look a little more realistic. And I contacted that girl to find out how much she wanted or charged for dolls, and it was really expensive as far as I can recall. I even went as far as to pick out a vinyl kit design. In the Reborn community, the kits, the different sculpts change every few months or so, and they usually are a limited run, maybe 50, maybe 100, and then they can be painted. They can look completely different from how different they're painted. So like a woman that wears makeup. So anyway, but the woman that did the hair said that the doll that she had just done, she did for a woman named, and I contacted her, and she did this one for me. Since she's only done one or two others, because I had sent someone to her to have one made, and she said she wasn't doing it anymore. So I've seen a lot of Reborn dolls for sale and on videos and stuff like that. Some of the overly detailed newer ones that are purple and overly wrinkly, and I know they're super lifelike, but they're almost in a weird way grotesquely unlike lifelike. When I had her done, and people were doing Reborns at the time, there were a lot of them that were done really well, don't get me wrong. And she's painted really well 10 years ago. I still do enjoy the small details. She has some purple veining on her face, her little rosy cheeks. She looks real without looking like she's been left in the sun and had sunburn, or looking like my cheeks. There's still definitely some color of the vinyl, but I don't think she looks bad. And this lighting makes her look kind of gray. I'm going to try to get some better photos when I'm finished recording. I took some photos of her when I first got her, but at the time I didn't have either one of my Nikon cameras, and I think the megapixel on it were like 3 or 5. I tried to do it without any flash, and they're a bit grainy because I did them in my room with poor lighting. I have a few I did take in the sunshine, with the sun shining in her window in her bassinet, that are a little bit crisper. But anywho, I will get some close-up photos and put them in towards the end. Let me see if I can get some of this detail. Her little fingers. fingernails. Now, I tried at one time. Oh. She even has little eyelash hairs. I tried at one time to do a reborn doll when we were stationed in Germany. When I first heard about them, I did a couple different paint mixes for the inside, because with some companies of vinyl dolls, when you paint them from the inside, it definitely has an effect on the skin tone. My first one looked a little too dead, let's say, and I know that's a horrible word to use. Very ashy, and then I changed up my skin tone, paint ratios. I learned how to draw on the fingernail tips. Rather than using a white gel pen, I used one called Popcorn, which was about an ivory color. And I never even finished her. I don't know how to do hair, so that would have been a thing that would have been bad. I did do a small, tiny preemie type one for my friend who lost her daughter to preeclampsia at 7.5 months. She's definitely not perfect by any means, and she has her little plastic molded hair. But for the effort, my friend absolutely adores her, and she takes her out and, you know, has some comforting moments for her on her birthday, which is the end of this month, just a couple weeks after Elora's birthday. But anyway, I think she's beautiful. She's just enough. She's just what I need to fill my arms when I need it. Usually her birthday. I admit when I did first get her, I was afraid I was going to be some crazy lady, carrying her around all the time. I definitely wouldn't have ever played her off for real, but I was deep in grief. And she's gorgeous. Like I said, I did pick the kit. I tried to go by how swollen her eyes looked when she was born. Her little upturned nose, similar to my little Irish nose. And she's very close, in my opinion. I really don't know what else to say. She hasn't been out of her bassinet since we've moved here. So I'm kind of blown away again with her features. And I wasn't going to at first, but I think I'm going to show you the little space that she was in, that she stays in. It's hard to get to because it's in our spare room that has all of our junk in it that needs to be organized and put up in the attic once we get the attic ladder in. But anyway. Oh, the lady that did her also gave me a free tummy plate, because normally tummy plates ran like an extra $100. I paid $500 for her, and she let me make payments, which was sweet of her. She doesn't have full vinyl arms and legs. I'm sorry, her leg is full vinyl. So I can put a onesie on her and still have her legs, not have to worry about the cloth. And I'm sorry that my talking is all over the place. This is already 20 minutes long, and yeah, I don't know. But her tummy is cloth, and her shoulders are cloth down to right about here. So while I can't put sundresses on her, I can't put anything, little straps. And I bought a couple at first. I didn't even think about it when I bought them. So she can't wear them. I suppose she could with a little t-shirt on. But I can put short sleeves on, and her arm still looks really nice. Again, I don't take her out. She has gone out of the house a few times. I've taken her to show her to like my mom, my friend that I said I made the other doll for. Just because in person is so much nicer than just what pictures show. And I don't know if I said when I was talking about the photos I took of her in the crappy lighting, I might insert a couple of those. Just because it was all one day, the same day, and I have them on my Facebook page. They're easy to reference back to. But anyhow. Oh, and her butt is weighted. She has like an extra bean pellet back. Goes all the way half up her back and down into her butt. She is weighted exactly to Elora's weight. The only problem I've noticed though, see how much her back sticks out? Which, I mean, I guess babies do have fluffy backs and butts. But the problem is when I lay her down, oh, you can't see that. When I lay her down, her head is always back like that because I don't think there's enough back to support all this butt. It's really hard to get her more of a natural position. I don't want to open her up, but I feel like the beans need to be redistributed somehow or something, and her diaper keeps falling off. I don't know what else there is to say. And her hair smells so good. I found this stuff while I was pregnant. It's Baby Magic warming gel for massaging, and it's not, I've always loved Baby Magic over Johnson & Johnson for their lotion when my little sisters were born. And I guess this smells a lot like the lotion, but to me, it just smells like new babies. After she was stillborn and we came home from the hospital, and my milk came in and I decided to start pumping, I would use this. I would warm it up in my hands and get my hands all warm and then try to massage it. I'd use it to massage my breast to try to get milk to let down. So not only did the massaging hopefully helped a little, even though I didn't make much, the scent was helpful. I have a small cloth diaper, a flowered cloth diaper that I used to use, not as a cover-up per se, but I used it to always wipe my hands on with this, or I don't know. I still have it in a Ziploc bag, sealed up, in the pocket of the diaper pump bag, which I still have. Anyway, and again, I'm sorry, I'm probably going on 500 different tangents. My mind and my emotions are kind of all over the place, and yeah. Oh, that's where I was going. So I use a little bit of this to try to tame this little frizzy mess, because it's not real hair, I don't believe. But the oil helps make it, give it that kind of wet look a little bit longer, helps it for me to be able to put it in place and stay a little bit longer before it just turns frizzy. All right, let's put baby girl down. All right, I can barely even stand in the door and get this. This is her bassinet. Jason and I put it together when I was 6 or 7 months pregnant. It's one of the only things, large pieces, we decided to keep. This is a rack full of things that I had purchased. Shoes and socks and booties. These outfits. I don't even remember. Oh, those are the cloth diapers. One which similar pattern is out, and I have a pink one as well. Out somewhere. Swaddle. Baby wash and shampoo, I think, is in there. washcloths. Some of this stuff hasn't been out here in forever. Oshkosh sweater dress. Something else she never got to wear. Chief's onesie. What size is it? I don't even know. Oh, it's a skirt onesie. It came with a free headband. Oh, here we go. 3 to 6. Which I'm not sure why. Oh, well, yeah, she was due August, September. I mean, football season would have started already. I guess it depended on how quickly she grew. Maybe I need to quit being so overly, I don't know. Even before losing her, I always had a tendency to hang on to things I didn't need to for a long time. And to this day, there are separate pieces of clothing. This is some summer fun stuff. And some shorts and pants. Because they couldn't really hang up with shorts and pants. Anyway, to this day, there's 2 sets of clothes in that top tote. Everything above this envelope, I don't know if you can see it through the box. This is stuff from the funeral home, papers from the hospital and stuff. Above that is everything I've bought since, specifically just for the reborn. There's a purple striped dress in there for Halloween. And everything below is stuff that we shopped for when we did baby shopping that was meant for her only. I still have a pole in here. I'd like to put her clothes in here the same way I had in the nursery before we moved. What else in here? Oh, breast milk bottles. I think this is mostly pumping stuff. Stuff that was right in front of the closet when we moved. This is stuff that my friend gave me from her little girls. Used, that I was more than willing to use and had no problem getting dirty. Some of it was already a little dingy. Everyday wear, receiving blankets. I don't know why I don't donate them. I probably should. Let's see what's under here. Oh, styrofoam containers. Those are the little statuettes that were supposed to go up in her room. I don't even know what else is under here. Oh, I remember now. It's another bag of girls' things. I think this is also used stuff. Monster High doll. The first few years I bought her Christmas presents with the intention of wrapping them, keeping them, and donating them later when she turned 16. I don't even know what this shirt is. Is this the shirt that I thought I lost? No. Hold on. It seems to just be an Air Force t-shirt I bought and forgot to take out of the bag because I bought that Monster High doll at the BX. That's too funny. And of course I put it back in the bag, which will go back under here because my OCD wouldn't have it any other way. It'll probably stay there for another 4 years. Oh my. Well, that was unexpected. This is probably the most personal box next to the stuff in her cabinet. Ooh, that caught me off guard. This is the tank dress I was wearing the day I went into labor. I have a picture of it. I'll pop in here. I was trying to take a belly pic every other week consistently, but I kept forgetting. Oh, actually, well, I take that back. This is the box. Oh, yeah, this is some of the stuff that was on top of the dresser when we moved. This is the box that Reborn came in. But this is a blanket and a homemade dress, which is very vintagey. It looks handmade. I love it. This was one of the options that came in her hospital box. But I put her in a onesie I'd brought instead. This little pin tuck dress is the one that my Reborn came in. She asked me to pick what I wanted her to be in. Again, vintage. That's why I picked it. Very reminiscent of something I would have worn as a baby. This is her matching bonnet. You probably would have already seen this because I would have inserted the pictures already that I took in her nursery of the ones that came out well, and I had her in this. And the rest of this stuff is this outfits that she sent me with the doll. This little sweater dress is adorable. Matching leggings. I don't remember if she has a magnet. I don't think she has a passy magnet in her. That means her belly plate's probably in here too. Somewhere. Because I would have kept it safe. Put away. I don't see it though. I'm also not going to dig anymore. So, yeah. But anyway, this is her little space. I promised Jason that I wouldn't use the spare room as a nursery since this isn't where I got pregnant and where her nursery was originally. I wasn't going to waste a whole room for that. But he did allow me to have this little space for her. It's the only space in here not touched by pretty much dirty shoes, pet hair, dust, and all that. That large box, black and white, I believe is the only one. Maybe the gray container as well was in her room. But most everything that's in that box was in her crib. And that would be anything that I collected for her the first year. I got a free bear that came with the star naming certificate. We went with bears for a while for the theme, the first theme. So we went to Build-A-Bear probably 3 or 4 times that first year. So there's some bears there. A bear that my friend Janine gave me. Just a couple of other small things. I think there's a light. You know those lights? They're shaped like turtles or My Little Pony or something, and it has the plastic plate and it shines and makes stars. That's in there. That was one of the things I didn't take back. All the big blankets I had. Like I said, anything that was in her crib is in that box. But anyway, this video was long enough. Probably longer than it needed to be. I have a Molly bear as well. It's over there on my dresser. But right now it's holding headbands for me. And dusty as well. And I don't feel like digging it out. Excuse the cobwebs in the back corner I see here. Somebody decided to stucco every wall in my house. And so everything sticks to it. Dust. Oh my God. Guys, why do I look so old and fat and saggy? Oi, I need to lose weight. But anyway, on behalf of this little girl and myself, I suppose that's it for today. I hope you all enjoyed seeing her. I hope you all don't think I'm crazy for having her. I know somebody on YouTube recently did a reborn video. I think it was about a year ago now. She ended up having to shut the comments down. I don't want to have to do that. First of all, I'm not nearly as popular as she is, so I'll be surprised if this gets more than 20 views. But hopefully everybody can be respectable, because I don't want to have to turn comments off. So, like this video, please consider subscribing. Normally I would say that the rest of this year is my safe zone throughout the year. The year's not as hard as it used to be. I used to remember dates constantly. Every month there was something. But since she was born in August, that left September, October, November with nothing pregnancy related. Although October 15th is Pregnancy and Infant Loss Awareness Month, as well as breast cancer, with October 15th being the day proclaimed by Ronald Reagan. Yeah. And of course the holidays are then, which doesn't make life easy, but anyway, I'm going to try to power through this year, because this is usually where I start to kind of slack off and just kind of don't do videos anymore, but I think I need to just keep on keeping on. So if you'd like to subscribe, that would be awesome, and come back, look for another video next week. Her birthday is next Thursday, with Wednesday being the day that I went into labor and to the hospital and found out that we'd lost her, that was the day I was going to get my tattoo done, that I've decided, yeah, well, whatever. So anyway, we will see you next time for birthday celebrations, and I'm still not quite sure what I have planned. I think we might do miniature, eco-friendly Chinese lanterns by the lake. Hopefully I can find a spot to do that, and hopefully we don't get in trouble, because it's going to be just off of the walking trail. It's not going to be like off a major public area or dock or anything. So stay tuned for that, and thanks for watching and being here with me through this journey this month.